As a land-grant institution, the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign has a responsibility to acknowledge the historical context in which it exists. In order to remind ourselves and our community, we begin with this statement. We are currently on the lands of the Peoria, Kaskaskia, Piankashaw, Wea, Miami, Mascoutin, Odawa, Sauk, Meskwaki, Kickapoo, Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Chickasaw nations. It is necessary for us to acknowledge these Native nations and for us to work with them as we move forward as an institution. Over the next 150 years, we will be a vibrant community, inclusive of all our differences, with Native peoples at the core of our efforts.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the 2025 University of Illinois Homecoming Parade. We're coming to you live from right outside Grange Grove here at Geese Memorial Stadium on the University of Illinois campus. I'm Jim Schlueter. I'm a 1980 graduate of the College of Media, and I am the secretary of the board of directors of the University of Illinois Alumni Association. And I am thrilled to be here once again at the Homecoming Parade. And I'm also thrilled once again to be joined by my good friend, Kit Beyer. Kit?
Thank you so much, Jim. It's great to be here for a second year. My name is Kit Beyer. I am a 1993 graduate of the College of Media, and I am the vice chair of the University of Illinois Alumni Association. And it couldn't be a better night for a parade. It is spectacular. Bright blue skies, about 82 degrees, and parade goers are lined up and down First Streets anticipating the beginning of the parade.
Yes, and as Kit said, we have got a Chamber of Commerce day out here. A lot of people are taking credit for it, including our new Chancellor, Charles Isbell, who can't join us because his wife, Sheila, is celebrating her birthday today, and he is making the right move. But yes, we have a big crowd here, and we're thinking a big reason of it is a wonderful homecoming surprise, homecoming treat that our Grand Marshal for the parade are the four members of REO Speedwagon. They got their start here in Champaign. They came back for a reunion concert, a farewell reunion concert earlier this year. And they're doubling up on that by coming and being here for homecoming. And it's a big deal.
There's an excitement around it, and they've been doing quite the tour of campus. They visited their own. You need to follow them on social media because they saw their old dorm rooms. They have visited with a lot of students, and then tomorrow at the football game, they'll be playing halftime with the Marching Illini, which on social media they're saying it's quite an honor for them to play with the Illini, and I think it goes both ways there.
Yeah, and Kit, you saw on social media what Kevin Cronin, their lead vocalist, said about this opportunity to be in the halftime show with the Marching Illini, and you remember it better than I do, Kit.
It's spectacular because they are so excited to play with us and have the opportunity to be out there. They said it's sort of like a dream come true, a dream they didn't know they even had, and now it's coming true, because who would have thought that they could come back after a successful 6 decades of music. And here's some facts and figures. They've sold over 40 million records worldwide, achieving 13 top 40 hits, including 2 #1 singles. And I'm going to say that, but I'm going to start singing it in my head. Keep on Loving You and Can't Fight This Feeling. So I'm going to take a wild guess here. I bet those are some of the songs that are going to be played at halftime tomorrow.
Very good guess. Very good guess. And having them be here really hits home for me. I didn't realize this until they came earlier this year, that the two fellas who founded REO was Neil Doughty, and he's the keyboard player, and their drummer Alan Gratzer first got together. They met each other and they started playing music together in the basement of Townsend Hall. And that was my dorm some 10 years later. My freshman and sophomore year I lived in Townsend Hall, and I had no idea what was going on in that basement about 10 years before.
It is quite the homecoming, and that's really the antithesis of what homecoming is supposed to be. Homecoming is going back to Champaign-Urbana, remembering really your college days and the foundation of who you are and what you've become because of the people and the experiences that you've had on campus.
Exactly. And this year's theme ties right into that, as it so often does. But our theme is Illinois, where legends begin. And sometimes the legends are things like bands like REO Speedwagon. We had a number of wonderful alumni award winners last night at our annual gala. But sometimes that legend is also the friendships and the relationships that we forge when we are here in our college days on Illinois campus.
And it's about creating family. And I really love the idea that someone had, and whoever wants to claim it, go ahead, but family being spelled with an extra L, all right, that speaks for itself.
You know, I bet that was Coach Bielema who came
Wasn't
up
it?
with that.
Okay, thank you.
But the rest of the university, we've all picked
we
up
kinda
on
jumped
it
on
for
that.
good reason. Exactly right.
So let's talk a little bit about Homecoming Week. It's been quite the week, and the University of Illinois Alumni Association really has a lot of assistance in putting on this week, like the Student Alumni Ambassadors, and there are organizations that also do a lot of heavy lifting this week.
Exactly. And it's a full week with a lot of activities too. You know, they kicked it off as always on Sunday, where they have their tradition of the long distance 5K run through campus,
and a pancake breakfast afterwards, because you're going to be hungry after running.
And then something near and dear to all of our hearts is turning the fountain orange at the event there that Sunday morning, which is also a great tribute to our past president, Jen Delavu, who was so instrumental, was the driver in having our tradition. In Chicago, they turn the river green. At Illinois, we turn the fountain orange. And then from the rest of the week, the colleges have big events for their alums and their alumni, and that really helps out their students as well. And it's just a beautiful week that then really kicks off big time with the gala on Thursday night.
And then, of course, today, throughout the day, we had things that the Student Affairs put on at the Illini Union Art Gallery. We had a business bash. We had alumni awards for AHS. And then tonight, after the parade, it doesn't stop. There's a post-parade party just right outside of Geese Memorial Stadium. And then fireworks. I mean, who doesn't love fireworks?
Who doesn't love fireworks? And I tell you what, the band across the street, they were doing their sound checks, and they sound pretty doggone good. I think that'll be a lot of fun here tonight.
And then there's a new thing that is happening outside the Alice Campbell Alumni Center. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, it's a performance called Lyric Under the Stars, and in the past it's been in other locations, including Allerton Park. And this year they're starting a new tradition where we're having it at the Alice Campbell Center, our alumni center, just across the street from our Krannert Center for the Performing Arts. So it's going to be outside, it's going to be a wonderful event, and it'll be my first one, so I'm looking forward to it.
And it's tonight and tomorrow night. So if you can't make it tonight, just put it on that to-do list for tomorrow night. There are lots of things happening, but we can also talk a little bit about the football game tomorrow. It is the 14th meeting of the USC Trojans and the Fighting Illini. It's the first meeting in 17 years, the last one being in 2008 Rose Bowl, but I don't know if I want to bring that Rose Bowl up.
No, we don't.
And the last time they played at Geese Memorial Stadium was in 1996, and my husband Keith and I reminisced about that. It was a rainy day, and we actually tailgated underneath tarps before we went into the game.
Nice.
It was like a monsoon,
Did we win that one?
Yeah, okay, and we're moving right along. I think we've only won twice in our series of matchups with USC. So
I do remember a game years and years ago in the Jeff George era where we won late in the game on a great touchdown pass from Jeff George to Mike Williams. But then that's the old sports writer in me. But I remember that game very well. It was at the Los Angeles Coliseum. But actually tomorrow on game day, it's going to be a big, big day around here, and it's right behind us. But it is Fox's big noon kickoff game. They are covering us for their big noon kickoff. So their studio team is all going to be here, and it's all getting prepped right behind us.
Right, and tailgating in the Grange Grove starts at 7 o'clock, and we're going to have a lot of people out there ready to watch the programs. And I think that starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow, and they're Sports, thank you. They start, I think, an hour before that at 8 o'clock. So I'm trying to get that down. But it's okay, all of the ingredients for a fabulous day out here.
Yes, exactly. And it's really a great sign for the Illinois program that a big game against USC and homecoming and Fox is here.
I know.
It's their top game. It's just terrific.
It is absolutely terrific. As well as the folks who are putting this on today, we want to say thank you to the University of Illinois Alumni Association and the Center for Innovation in Teaching and Learning. We've got a crew of Andrew, Gio, and Bob, and joining us when she can arrive here from Chicago would be Andrea Darlas. She is the University of Illinois Senior Director of Constituent Engagement, and as you know, she is a Chicago media personality. She was on WGN Radio for more than 20 years, and she continues to pop up on television in the Chicago area. So we can't wait to have her, and we know what it's like when you're racing down from the Chicago area, trying to beat the traffic to get into Champaign. I'm sure many Chicago area alumni can recognize and remember those sort of situations in the past, but we can't wait to have her and can't wait to talk to her later on in our broadcast.
And knowing Andrea, she'll get here as fast as she can.
Hey, within reasons, following the law, not doing anything out of the ordinary. But we also should talk about, at the beginning of, I'm hearing some sirens. We might be starting the parade soon, so I think we're almost ready. We're almost ready to do this.
But maybe we should say a few things about the Alumni Association.
You bet.
Before we get started.
Absolutely. We have the University Alumni Association. We have more than 500,000 alumni living around the world. And so we invite you, if you are an alum, to check out uia.org to find out how you can get involved, how you can really support an organization that continues to support the alumni around the world in so many different ways. We do celebrate our alumni, wonderful alumni around the world by recognizing them through awards programs like we had on Thursday night, which they were great. We will talk a little bit about the award winners down the road, but it was a fabulous night. And I mean, we really have some really amazing and celebrated alumni that we could probably take up this whole program talking about.
Yeah, you know, I always, when I think about Illinois and the folks that graduated from this place, I have equal feelings of being very, very humble and very, very proud at the same time. Humbled by the quality and just the achievements of Illinois alums that are either celebrated or not celebrated around the world, but then also so proud of all they've done. And it just makes you feel like you belong to something bigger than yourself, and that's really what it's all about being here at Illinois.
And knowing that, wow, you can do more too. After seeing some of the award recipients, I'm like, I got to get my game on. I got to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
No.
You have to get over the feeling of inadequacy when those folks are up there and talking. But the Alumni Association also just has a lot of benefits as well.
Absolutely.
One of the things that we've been really working on, and we talked earlier about the student ambassadors and mentoring opportunities with students across the board. We also have a wonderful, we call it like our Illinois version of LinkedIn.
Right.
We call it Alumni Link. That is a platform for alums and students to participate in. A great way to make connections and network. And I think that mentoring goes both ways.
Absolutely
we
does.
learn a lot as being mentors. We learn a lot from the students that we talk with.
And the clubs programs throughout the world are amazing. If you are in an area that you're thinking there might be a University of Alumni club, I think, and I welcome you to check it out. In my travels, and I have moved a lot as a young professional, I always connected with the Illini alumni clubs in the area, be it in Madison, Wisconsin, or in Philadelphia, in Boston, and other places. It is a great way to reconnect with Illini, and it's like being at a home away from home, even though you're in a new area. So check out the clubs program, and that's of course connected to our website, uiaa.org. So I am seeing some movement on the parade route, so let's hope that we are going to see some activity soon.
And the crowds are continuing to grow. So I think they know what's coming. And here we go. Here we're starting with the police escort, so we should be all right, now we're into it. Now we can see, here comes the ROTC color guard. Always a great feature to kick off our parade. You know, during the early 1920s, the Army Air Corps selected the University of Illinois as one of its initial locations to establish a separate air-focused ROTC detachment, due in large part to our strong College of Engineering. And in 1949, following the establishment of the U.S. Air Force as a separate military service, our Air Force ROTC Detachment 190 was established, and it has been a big part of the university since. And here we have it. Here is REO Speedwagon.
Still standing up.
There we are. We see them there: Kevin Cronin, Neil Doughty, Bruce Hall, and Alan Gratzer. What a thrill to see them there.
People shaking their hands
in
and
a
really
beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Listen to that.
iPhones are all up, getting pictures and video, and they're about ready to jump out of the cars to say hello.
And their spouses and all sorts of friends along with them. What a highlight. Well, look at them. What a great day. What a great day.
People are cheering and really enjoying.
And now it's outstanding. Outstanding. Now here comes the Illinois Fire Service Institute. It's with the State Fire Academy for Illinois. It serves as the oldest continuous fire training institution in the United States. And since 1925, first responders from across the state, the nation, and the world have relied on IFSI, the Service Institute, to deliver hands-on, innovative, and top-quality training, education, and research.
And we thank them for their service and thank them for being out here today, hopefully recruiting some future firefighters for this area. We're taking a little pause because we're anxiously anticipating the Alumni Band. It's a great, great weekend for Marching Illini alumni to come back and get to play the old songs and spend the entire day like they used to doing all of the activities surrounding the football game, where they are out on the field first thing in the morning and spending their day practicing, rehearsing, but they don't need that much rehearsal because they know what they're doing. And it's not only the band, you also have the Allinettes and all the supporters, the twirlers, and the alumni come back in droves. In fact, according to my research on their website, more than 260 alums are joining the activities tomorrow. Now tonight for the alumni band, it's optional, so I don't think we're going to see 260 alumni members in the band.
Although I would guess that to have the opportunity to play the old songs again,
yeah, it's really great.
I would have to think that a lot of them are going to get as many cuts at the apple as they can, as many bites of the alumni apple to play Illinois Loyalty.
It's so much fun.
Yeah,
it's so much fun to watch them as well and be able to do 3 and 1 again and doing all the songs that they literally play them so frequently during the 4 years that they're in the band that it's probably ingrained in their memory. They don't even really probably need to practice. They just their fingers move on their own.
Yeah, exactly. I just can't imagine the feeling that they have to being able to be out on the field or being together again and playing those songs.
Well, I can tell you one little sidebar story. When my brother was in the Marching Illini playing the snare drum, the stories that he would tell me about what it's like to be on the field, and especially during the big games and the support they receive from the crowd, it's spectacular. I can't imagine what it's like to be a football player. At least I know what it's like to, secondhand, what it's like to be on the Marching Illini, a true institution for the University of Illinois.
Yeah, and they're going to have a big, big crowd tomorrow.
Yes, it is a sold-out game tomorrow, and I'm told that it's the third sellout of the season. Yeah. So we're pretty excited for the season, despite last week. We're not going to talk about that.
We've been pretty good selling out State Farm Center for basketball the last few years.
Yes.
But now selling out the stadium here is just really showing what what we can do and the turnaround that has been going on under Josh Whitman for his 9 years here. It's really
It's
really
been
seeing it
9
pay
years?
off. Yeah, I'm afraid so.
It really feels like yesterday.
I'm afraid so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a lot of that. Really?
I think that's what happens when you get a little older. You
And here they come. We see them. Here's the alumni band. And the best part is just seeing the smiles on their faces, seeing the concentration that they have as they're doing their old steps, led by our majorette. It's just a wonderful sight to see.
And what's great is that they're out here tonight, but tomorrow morning they have to be on the field. They call it Feet on the Field at 6:30 in the morning. And then after this, here's the reason why they're doing it. After the parade, they have a reception tonight with alumni and friends at the I Hotel, which is just a short distance from the stadium.
I think 6:30 will come along very quickly, but I bet they don't mind that at all, and I bet they have a good evening after the parade.
And so they do the march out to the stadium from the Armory. They have a pre-game show, of course, halftime performance, which, okay, who doesn't want to play halftime REO Speedwagon songs with the band themselves? It's going to be quite spectacular. And then they do a post-game march out and a post-game concert, of course, at the Education Building. So something, if you want to include in your plans for tomorrow, I highly recommend.
So let's just take a look for a little bit at the Alumni Marching Band. The smiles tell it all. How about that? How about that, Kit?
They can keep playing that song over and over. It never gets old. It never gets old.
Outstanding.
Again, a sure sign of homecoming when you see how many alumni came back to march in the alumni band. Thank you so much, alumni, for coming. You really, really are speaking volumes to what it's like to be a part of a big Illini family. Coming up, it looks like we have the Champaign County Fair Queen. The 2025 Champaign County Fair Queen is Sophia Hartcomb. Congratulations. And Little Miss Champaign County Fair is Sloan Davis. Congratulations, and thanks for being a part of the parade. Of course, the highlight, throwing candy.
Yes.
There you go. The kids will be happy.
It's a big highlight. Next, we have Campus Recreation, which it's part of the Student Affairs Organization at the University of Illinois. And really what we know them by the most is the facilities they have. For instance, the Activities and Recreation Center just north of Geese Memorial Stadium that us older folks remember as Impy.
Impy was
but
great.
It's much bigger and renovated. There's also the Campus Recreation Center East, a wonderful facility right behind Freer Gym. There's the ice arena and all sorts of outdoors fields and facilities, including Illini Grove. And it looks like we have coming up some of our, is that our homecoming court?
We've got some beautiful little kids walking in the parade, and we have these are our award winners. Thank you so much. These are the folks we've been talking about earlier on our Thursday night gala. Last night we got to celebrate a multitude of accomplished alumni, and wow, we could talk for ages on that.
It's a great bunch of fans right there. Outstanding.
You just got a quick shot of Dr. Danita Brown-Young, our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, who has had quite the busy week, and we thank her for being with the university and all that she does for the university and for its students.
Panhellenic Council?
Yeah, the Panhellenic Council is the largest women-run registered student organization on campus. It just wrapped up the formal recruitment process, and congratulations to the sororities and their new members. Looks like
next is our Alumni in Motion dance team, a registered student-run organization for dancers on campus. There are no boundaries when it comes to their styles of dance. They do jazz, lyrical, tap, contemporary, heels, musical theater, and more. They perform at half-times of sporting events. They're always here at the homecoming parade, Alumni-thon events, and they're always open to more opportunities. And they're showing their stuff, dancing in the streets.
Of course. That's great. We have a nice float there.
Sigma Phi Delta and Alpha Omega Epsilon.
They are both engineering fraternities and sororities on campus, and they definitely showed off their skills today.
All right, here comes the homecoming court.
We have 20 members of the court this year. Let's see if we can get through some of them. Jessa Bradshaw from Springfield, Illinois, and Yanaba Schroeder from Arizona.
And then we have Celia Asalam from Chicago, Illinois, and Sam Kristoff from Danville.
We have Harper Clark from Bettendorf, Iowa, and Jamarian Green from Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations.
And Ethan Marchi from Champaign, Illinois, and Sydney Apara Justice from Chicago.
Adding to the group of the first 10 are Gerardo Palermo from Joliet, Illinois, and Cameron Mason L. from Alton, Illinois. Around your area.
Around my hometown. And now coming up, I think we have McKinley Health Center, which is beginning its second century after celebrating its centennial last year. Last year was a big year for centennials.
Yes, it was.
That shows how long this university has been up and running and doing wonderful things. But the mission, of course, with McKinley is to provide high-quality health care and health education to students and medical expertise to our university. Its programs include the 24-hour dial-a-nurse service that allows students and staff to speak with a healthcare professional, visits with your primary care provider, pharmacy service, mental health counseling and treatment, travel exams, the Women's Health Clinic, and health resource centers. And I think someone has joined us, Kit.
Yes, we have. Our good friend and fellow alum, Andrea Darlas, has made it down from Chicago, and she's ready to talk. Let's have some conversations, shall we?
You got it. Oh, you guys, I'm so happy to be here. The feeling is electric. The crowd is packed. Cedric from our board is here. How you doing, my friend?
Wonderful. It's homecoming weekend.
It is. How you feeling? The excitement's in the air?
Excitement's in the air. We're going to get a win tomorrow.
Tell me what you feel every time this time of year. It's just electric, isn't it?
It's just the energy you feel. It's like it sees through your body like somebody plugged you into the wall socket or something.
What do you want to say on behalf of the board and everybody here?
ILL.
I, my friend. We'll send it back to you, Kit and Jim.
Thank you so
Andrea.
much. It's great to have you here.
And there's our McKinley van, our wellness van coming up. And I think right behind them, Kit,
Is Habitat for Humanity. The chapter was established in 1992 by a group of motivated students who recognized the need to end substandard housing in Urbana-Champaign. Working closely with the Champaign County affiliate, their goal is to raise awareness about housing insecurity among students and fundraise for an annual sponsorship toward an affordable home in the surrounding community. Over the past 24 years, Jim, the chapter has proudly sponsored and actively built 20 Habitat homes. Congratulations. We also have Kappa Alpha Theta moving down the pike, 130 years they're bragging about. It was chartered at Illinois as a Delta chapter, making it the first women's fraternity on campus.
And after them is one of my favorites, the Main Scoop. When they started at the parade a couple of years ago, 2021, they were just in Mahomet, and they've now grown to locations in Monticello, Paxton, and 2 locations in Urbana, downtown and at the Yard on Broadway.
And you're now seeing the Ice Cubes. They're a local youth synchronized ice skating team, and they have a great homecoming theme, blades and books, shaping future Illinois legends. Thanks so much for being a part of the parade.
You know, Kit, this month, of course, is Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's great to see a number of the clubs and organizations that are taking the opportunity at homecoming to celebrate their history, their hopes and dreams, and what they're doing for us on campus here at Illinois.
Oh, such enthusiasm. I absolutely love it.
Love this.
It looks like we have a parade of fraternities and sororities, the Black Greek Council Executive Board.
Yes.
They are the governing body for the university's 8 University of Illinois Black Greek letter organizations. Thanks so much for being here tonight.
And with them are 4 chapters that belong to the Black Greek Council. There's Delta Sigma Theta, founded in 1932. There is Sigma Gamma Rho, founded in 1922, and it was chartered here in 1969. We have Zeta Phi Beta, and also Phi Beta Sigma. And then finally Alpha Kappa Alpha, which was the first black sorority in Illinois and has been on campus since 1914, and very, very significant. It was the first black sorority chapter established at a non-historical black college or university.
That's spectacular. And this is one of your favorite, Jim, the Alumni Solar Car, started in 2014.
Jim?
The solar car has been designing, building, and racing some of the America's best solar cars. That's spectacular.
And now we've got another guest that Andrea's found. Over to you, Andrea.
Jim and Kit, we have the man himself, David Bambry, the president of the University of Illinois Alumni Association. I'm telling you, this is electric. How you feeling tonight?
It is absolutely awesome. What a wonderful night. We have 70 parade entries is what I've heard, and it's 70 and beautiful weather. I mean, what more could we ask for?
I tell you, the day after homecoming, I know that you always start planning for the next year. But every year it just seems to get a little bit more special. What goes through your mind this time of year, David?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the work is done, really. We're having a great time. We're making sure everybody else has a great time, and that's what it's about. It's about bringing alumni back. It's about making sure that our students have a wonderful time and just really feel connected to the university and then get a big win on Saturday.
Be thinking about our chances tomorrow.
I love it. I think we're going to bounce back this week, and I know Coach and all the guys have been working incredibly hard, so I think we'll get back on track this week.
Absolutely. What do you want to say to everybody out there, the alums, everybody coming home this weekend?
Yeah, just thank you for everything. Happy homecoming, and of course, ILL, go Illini.
I. Thank you so much, David Bambry. You got it. Back to you guys, Kit and Jim.
Thanks so much. You saw as our fine president of UIA was talking. We had Miss Peoria Metro Teen 2025, Jordan Huskinson. Her platform is called Voices Unbroken. It's an anti-bullying campaign. Wanted to put that in there because she's doing a great job with it.
And now I think we have the Child Development Laboratory here on campus, Kit. It's a wonderful, wonderful facility. It focuses on the support of teaching, research, and outreach engagement activities, while at the same time providing high-quality early care and educational services for the students and their families. It is a full-year program, preschool, with 160 students that are enrolled every year.
Well, it wouldn't be a parade without a few politicians. We have Kevin Ryan for U.S. Senate. He is an alum of the University of Illinois, and he has also graduate degrees from the University of Oxford and Georgetown. He's a Chicago public school teacher and is a Marine veteran, originally from Orland Park. And of course, just to make a note, his appearance in the parade should not be construed as an endorsement by any of the sponsoring entities.
Oh, and it looks like we have a real good interview lined up pretty soon. But first, let's quickly mention Heartland Coca-Cola. It's our local distributorship for Coca-Cola products, and for years and years, they've been under the leadership of a great human being by the name of Junior Bridgman, who is known to many as a great basketball star at the University of Louisville and a long career in the NBA with the Milwaukee Bucks. He has built a huge organization at Heartland Coca-Cola, and we're saddened to learn that he passed away last year, but his work in the community and at Heartland goes on to this day. And Andrea, do we have someone ready?
We do, in fact, Paul Rudolph, one of our comeback guests. You know him. All I have to say is Sesame Street, but you brought some very special friends and guests with you today.
Well, if we ignore the, well, wait, this is my wife, Leslie.
Hi, how are
She and
you?
I both work on Sesame Street.
Yes.
She's a puppeteer, a wonderful voiceover, character actress, everything. Abby Kadabian.
I puppeteer Abby Kadabian, Elmo's puppet.
Penelope Penguin,
Yeah.
lots of other characters. And behind me,
Who's hiding here?
her personal character, Lolly Lard Pop. Hello, Lolly.
Yes, testing. Yes, I do a lot of outreach, and I go into schools, and I celebrate the arts.
You do. What do you want to say to everybody here tonight?
I want to say that you have to spread joy, because the world needs a balance of joy and light and love and community. So everyone out here is celebrating community and their spirit and their heart and candy.
Absolutely. Lots of candy, and I see you're in your beautiful orange and blue.
Yes.
What do you want to say for tomorrow's game? What are we thinking?
Oh my goodness, what should we say?
What do we say, Paul?
ILL, not USC. So.
How about can we get an ILL for everybody at home?
I-L-L-I-N-I.
Congratulations, Paul. We'll send it back to you, Kit and Jim.
I got spirit.
That is spectacular. That's really fun.
We can't say it any better than that, can we?
No, not at all. And what a treat. I mean, really amazing to have such accomplished alumni sharing their time and talents and coming back for homecoming. Thanks so much, Paul, for coming back. These are Iroquois County Fair Queens. Excellent. The Fair Queen is Ray Stuckey. She's a 19-year-old from Donovan, Illinois. And we also have Little Miss Iroquois County Fair Queen, and that's Tinley Rust of Loda, Illinois.
Next we have the Royal School by I.D. Hare, the Royal School of Cosmetology here in Champaign. They opened their doors just a couple years ago. They started in Effingham in 2021, and they're now here in Champaign. And it's great to see them here at the homecoming, and we love their hair. I bet you can get one of those.
Right,
one of
let's
those
do it.
hairdos there anytime.
We have the Hypnotic Dance Team now doing a performance for us. The purpose of this organization is to provide an outlet for student performers to be versatile in dance. They express themselves through different styles of dancing, including but not limited to hip-hop, jazz, house, and reggae. Let's take a look.
Exactly. It's all about community at these parades, and this is great to see. I think we're next coming up to the Windsor of Savoy, a great facility. They're back from last year. And since 1988, the Windsor has been owned and operated by Carle Health, providing a place of stability, dependability for residents in assisted living. But
this is a fun one.
now it's a parade, now it's a party. We've got the crazy cars. Oh no, what do we have here?
The Illinois Pullers, I believe.
It's the Illini Pullers.
Yes, the student
my
led
bad.
engineering design team. I know, you always do a second, a second look.
You know, it's one of the student-led design teams that do so much, whether it's solar cars or tractors or electrical vehicles. It's all great.
More Illini faithful in the parade, and we have quite the noise that goes along
And
with it.
that's a way to
Let's fire
tailgate.
everyone
That's
up.
Robert Rosenthal with his fire engine. What a way to tailgate.
Well, how about another float? Excellent. I'm so glad to see it. I'm going to take a gander and think that this might be the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. We will give them credit for that. That was fun.
They have the Trojan horse on a spit. Very creative. We love that one. Not that I'm the judge of the floats or anything.
And then just past, you saw the Intra-Fraternity Council, a campus fixture since 1911.
And here's the Illini Electric Motorsports. And such a big deal with these technologies that's really great is not only the technology, but the project management that's required to develop, design, bring them under budget. Just the stuff that you have to learn in the real world.
That is very impressive. And I have to say, the sunset that we're seeing, you guys get to see the parade. We're seeing the parade, but we're also seeing a spectacular orange sunset. It's like they ordered up the right type of sky for us, too.
It is continuing to be a wonderful evening here. The Illini Union Board has just passed us. The campus event planning board that does so much at the Illini Union. They're another great opportunity for experience for our students, and they have a lot of good programs.
And that was the Illinois Student Council that passed by us as well, the official recognized student government organization at the University of Illinois. And I believe this would be the Prancing Pearls. They are a new majorette-style dance team that promotes community service, student retention, physical and mental health, and nurtures leadership skills. It's great to see them back for a second year.
And I think now coming up after the Prancing Pearls is our next group of homecoming court. And I'll start off. Our first one, we have Daniel Patton from Chicago Heights and Joya Weissman from Deerfield, Illinois.
Atine Sorosis from Mount Prospect, Illinois, and Naya Williamson from Chicago, Illinois.
And we have Lely Nazarova from Moscow, Russia, and she's majoring in journalism with a minor in political science, so that's pretty doggone good. And then we also have Ariana Mizan from Champaign.
Lauren Ravery from Glenville, Illinois, and Madison Fanning from Jacksonville, Illinois.
And finally, Pariyat Agarwal from Punjab, India, and Odie Ogbefi from New Lenox, Illinois.
Jim.
And I also, we're seeing right now is Alpha Phi, founded in 1922. It's one of those Panhellenic sororities dedicated to sisterhood, leadership, and community service.
And we think Andrea has someone else for us.
I have Lauren and Madison, part of the homecoming court here. I want to know what this means to you.
It just means a lot to be able to give back to the university that's taught me so much over the just short 4 years that I've been here.
Congratulations. What are you predicting for tomorrow?
Oh, an Illinois win, of course. ILO.
ILO?
INI.
Thank you, ladies. Congratulations. Part of the homecoming court. here for 2025, Kit and Jim.
Thank you. We have the 2025 Miss Georgetown Fair Queen. She is Lainey Cook. She was crowned during the pageant held in July in Georgetown, Illinois. Nice setup. I like all that orange.
Now we have the crazy carts. Pardon me for confusing them with tractors. There they are. They both make a lot of noise, but these guys are a lot different. You know, it's a party when the crazy carts are here. But behind those madcap motorists is a very serious goal of building and maintaining awareness for the wonderful work that the network of Shriners Children's Hospitals do across the country. What a wonderful service they provide in the
They look
Shriners
like they're having
hospitals.
a blast. Look at them.
And Andrea, we have another esteemed guest.
We do have an esteemed guest, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, my good friend Danita Brown-Young is here representing in probably the coolest shoes here at the parade. I want to know what this means to you. Every year it's so special and so electric. What does this homecoming mean to you?
Oh, it means excitement, it means honor, it means pride, and it's just, you know, where legends began. This is exactly what it means. It means this is home and this is family.
And you get chills in the air every time you see the comeback guests and the alumni marching band. What goes through your head?
Well, I used to be in the band, so I love the band, but I just love the music. I just love it, bringing people together, right? It's all about creating that community, and that is what makes it so special.
What do you want to say to everybody here tonight and at the game tomorrow?
Beat USC. We will win. We will be victorious. Happy homecoming.
There we go, Danita Brown-Young. Thank you so much. Happy homecoming and ILL.
I.
Thank you, Andrea. And here comes a real campus fixture, Peoria Charter Coach. Often seen on Fridays, picking up students heading back to Chicagoland for the weekend. But it's a privately owned and operated company since 1941, and they are the largest privately owned charter bus company headquartered in Illinois with operations in Peoria, Champaign-Urbana, and Chicago. We see a 56-passenger motor coach with all the comforts and amenities.
I think the crowd is getting even bigger. It's excellent. This
I do
parade
too.
is fabulous. Really a longer parade than last year with 70 entries or so. And
Yes.
it just keeps on going and going. And hopefully the folks at home are enjoying as well, because we're having a great time here.
Yes, we had a little bit of the islands there in Surfing USA. Oh, here's our
STEM.
Yep.
Is this our STEM lab? The Woese Institute for Genomic
Yes, it
Biology STEM Lab. The institute is an innovative research institute using cutting-edge genomic practices to tackle large-scale global challenges facing humanity. Wow. Very impressive. We're so fortunate to have institutes like that.
There's some smart people in that band. And I think we have our next court. Is it the Fisher Fair Court?
It is. Miss Fisher Fair Queen Natalie Moore, Junior Miss Fisher Fair McKinley Robinson, and Little Miss Fisher Fair Victoria Perez. Thanks for being here tonight, ladies.
And now, right before the marching Illini, we have the Legend Dance Company. They provide students at Illinois with an opportunity to seriously dance and do choreography on a team in a non-competitive atmosphere. And they develop repertoire that will be performed in a show during the spring semester.
All right, it's time. It's time for the best band in the land. Approximately 400 members of this esteemed organization. Since 1868, the Marching Alumni has entertained millions of fans with traditional and innovative performances that really have made them the nation's premier college marching band. We've got the Illini leading things off.
Jim.
Oh, we have Andrea again. Oh, very special.
I have the head of the Marching Illini, Barry Hauser himself, stopping very quickly here. This has to be the best day of the year for you, your Super Bowl.
It is a fantastic time. We love homecoming here at Illinois, and we get to feature the great students of the Marching Illini. We welcome the Alumni Band and REO Speedwagon.
Can you believe that? I always like seeing you at halftime, but REO this year, Barry.
Well, they're going to join us halftime,
I know,
so it's going to be great.
I can't wait. So, go have fun.
Thank you.
Again, electric feeling. What's going through your mind right now?
Just again, love all the fans coming out. This parade has continued to grow. It's a great parade route, so love homecoming here at Illinois. There's nothing like it. So,
what do you want to say to everybody at home?
ILL.
I, Barry Hauser. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll see you.
What a treat, what a treat.
I was hoping she was going to grab him when I saw him walk by our monitors.
The Marching Illini represent virtually every college and major on the university's diverse campus. They include musicians, guard, the Illini dance team, drum majors, we have undergraduates, and graduate band members. Mentioned, my brother Paul Kendi was a snare drummer, and so let's take a little listen to their cadences now. Want to have some trivia to share with their friends. The drum line actually has two primary cadences. One that's called long, and the second one is Latin. And this part is what the Latin one starts here. All right, we're gonna play some songs. Let's listen.
Of the individual band members. We see them from afar at the games, but there they are, our students doing their thing. All right, Kit, what do we have?
We have the Illini cheerleaders. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Of course, They are a highly visible and enthusiastic group of athletes selected primarily to support the Division of Intercollegiate Athletics and serve as a student ambassador everywhere they go by appearing at athletic and university functions and various community events. And I think we are about wrapping it up. Oh, it's so much fun, but it has to come to an end. So we do want to thank the University of Illinois Alumni Association for putting this on, as well as the Center for Innovation in Teaching and Learning, and our friends Andrew, Gio, and Bob, who are doing excellent camera work, and of course our sidewalk reporter,
yes,
Andrea Darlas, who did an excellent job for us.
Love you guys. ILO.
I, Andrea. And before we go, Kit, right in front of you, let's point those out.
These are wonderful snow globes that you too could have in your home, thanks to the University of Illinois Alumni Association. And where do you go to check those out?
Well, you go to uiaa.org, and then you sign up to become a member of the University of Illinois Alumni Association. And if you are already an Alumni Association member and you are interested in these snow globes, check it out on the website. It's a great thing we started 3 years ago with the alma mater statue, and it has grown in popularity. We had the Geese Memorial Stadium. Of course, it was the traditional Memorial Stadium back then. And then we also, our new one is Old Town Hall for this year.
Sound. It actually plays chimes.
It plays chimes. You will notice that it is nice and lightly colored.
Right,
with
just
great
like the renovations they're doing currently to Alkeld Hall.
And while this one doesn't have snow in it, we have been told
it's going to. It will snow.
It will have snow. So yes, please check it all out at uiaa.org. And as we close things up, Kit, it's always a blast to do this with you. And I would just like to say, as I did last year, a shout out to my brother Ray, my original Illini, 1965 graduate. He's really hanging in there with the health issues that he's facing. And we send a lot of Illini love out to Ray.
Wow, we are really thinking of him, and so glad that you mentioned him, and I know that you just saw him, so I know he's thinking about you as well.
Exactly.
So we want to thank everyone for being with us today. It's been quite the parade, and we hope it kicked off your homecoming wherever you might be. But we do invite you to come back for campus events. We invite you to come visit campus, reminisce, and enjoy. But wherever you are, happy homecoming from the University of Illinois Alumni